Training and education are critical for any company for three reasons. Number one is consistency of your product and service. Number two is it helps identify the top performers. And number three, it reduces your risk. Not only because your product and service are consistent and keep bringing your customers back, but also safety reasons. Whether you're using equipment or in my case with Image First, most of my employees were drivers. They were on the road with the delivery vehicles every day. So defensive driving training was a huge part of that. Three keys to designing your training systems for your company. Number one is assess where you need training. Where are there gaps? What part of your systems are inconsistent from one person to the next that need to be standardized and the message the same for everybody in your group? And number three, when you're designing your systems, have the training through multiple mediums. Seminars, webinars, PowerPoints, those are fine for certain parts of the training. But studies show that hands-on training is key for this. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and leave a comment or a question if you have one. But I especially like comments so that I can learn how to provide this better for you. Now, the three keys that I talked about, one is having multiple mediums that you're saying the same thing. And there's a reason for that, is because people learn in different ways and at different rates. So while webinars and seminars are great, make sure that you are not reading from your PowerPoint presentation, from your slide deck. Nothing more boring and will lose a crowd quickly than standing up there and reading. Have as few words as possible on each of your slides for a slide deck. They are important, and it helps you remember exactly what it is that you're talking about. It's kind of like your note cards or your cue cards. But your audience doesn't get a whole lot from slide decks. So another form is to have it interactive and online on demand. We did this with the fire department and our standard operating guidelines. We not only went through them in the classroom, we had them available online on demand, but we also did them hands-on. We also went through all of these hands-on, how to use specific tools safely so that nobody got hurt. Now, taking this a step further, imagine salespeople only being taught in the classroom. How effective would that be? The best form of training is for the mentor or their coach to go out with them, spend time, spend a day, a half a day, making sales calls with this person so that they can, number one, see exactly how the person performs in front of their customers or potential customers. Number two, it also gives immediate feedback. People learn much quicker and more long lasting when the feedback is immediate and it's been on something that has happened right in front of them. For instance, in the fire service, I quickly found out that our folks needed more hands-on training. So we got a group of us together and built actual props. So instead of learning how to ventilate a roof from a PowerPoint presentation, we obviously couldn't cut holes in people's roofs, in the roofs of homes. We built props and just had them readily available so that when we were doing ventilation training, we did a little bit of classroom work just to, in order to introduce the idea to new members. But then we took them out into the bay, set up the prop, got the chainsaws out, and actually cut holes on props that looked like roofs. I appreciate you watching this episode of the Successful Franchisee's Beautiful View. Stay safe and win every day.